Then take notes, Derek. She's about 15. She's dirty. She's got long, strawberry blonde, kinkly, curly hair way down the back. She's about 5'5". She weighs about 100 pounds. Wearing torn blue jeans, a camouflage jacket. She has an ankle bracelet that has the name Laura written on it. Yeah, well, what if somebody on patrol spots her, bring her in? What charge? I don't... Vagrancy, whatever... Well, if you see her, would you just call me?
What was that?
What? Oh, that.
Yes, that. I don't get it. You just spent the whole morning trying to convince me to give up on Laura.
That's right.
But now I find you on filing a report with the police. So what is wrong with this picture, Adam?
Because I know you, and I know you are like a dog with a bone, and I know you are determined to find her, no matter what I may say to the contrary.
So you figure if you can't beat them, you'll join them?
Well, yeah, sort of like that. I was trying to help. It was a little call to Derek. You don't have to thank me.
Oh, I'll thank you, all right. I'll thank you to mind your own business.
I knew you wouldn't give up looking for that runaway girl, Laura.
Stay out of it.
Brooke, be reasonable.
You know, nobody can ever reason with you, ever.
Wait, homelessness is everybody's problem. Isn't that your message? Well, I am a member of this community.
Oh, well, suddenly it's Adam the activist.
What, are you always calling up volunteers? Yes, here I am.
Oh, you want to help?
More than anything.
So call Miss O'Hare, and she can give you a mop.
I'm helping you.
No, you're not.
Why not? I can be a great deal of help.
It's enough, all right? She is not your concern.
She is very important to you.
You are making too much of this, Adam. Laura is not your responsibility.
She's not your responsibility either. You're determined to help this girl, no matter what she wants.
Look, she is desperate and confused and alone.
How do you know?
Adam, she ran because she's panicked, because she's not thinking straight.
Well, so you're going to track her down and force her to listen and make her do what you think is right?
You know, we've already had this conversation.
Yeah, but we haven't finished it.
Well, it's finished now. Now, I am capable of handling this. Thank you very much.
I don't doubt that.
So then why do you go behind my back for the umpteenth time?
You're not the only person in the world who might like to help somebody.
Great. Help somebody else, because Laura is mine.
How proprietary of you. And you've only seen this girl
Listen,
twice.
I don't want you to bring up this name thing again, because you are way off base.
Look, you had a very difficult year. Now, I'm not going to let you start obsessing about this girl. It's not healthy.
Well, it's not healthy living on the street, either.
Oh, she's probably home with her family.
Oh, please. She could be dead for all we know.
Well, she could be with her friends in a penthouse, regaling them with tales of the streets. Who knows? The point is, you have to think the very worst. Well, Brooke, that's no good. For your own well-being, drop it. Let her go.
You won't let me do this? Excuse me.
All
Who
right.
do you think you are?
All right, maybe I didn't say it quite right. That's not right.
As far as you are concerned, I am not obsessing about Laura or anybody else.
Obsessing was the wrong word.
And as far as the fact that I've had some bad times this year, you just name me somebody who hasn't, okay? You or Haley or Erica.
You know what I'm saying.
And I really, frankly, don't know when I became the poster child for the fragile and the pathetic.
You're neither. Come on. Good grief, Brooke, calm down. Brooke, when all hell broke loose at the banquet, who was it that said he was sure that you could handle it? Did you listen to anything I said?
Well, you're just going to have to excuse me because sometimes it's very difficult to differentiate between your pep or sincerity. You know, it's, oh, poor Brooke. She's indifferent and apathetic and she's depressed. Now, what can we do to cheer her up? Well, let's pump her up with an award. How about that? Well, that blew up in her face. Well, now, let me see. What else can we do to make her happy?
That's not what I was
trying
to say.
Let me see. We don't want her to concentrate on anything that might be unpleasant, like Laura. So, you know what I think you should have given me instead of a necklace, Adam? You should have given me blinders, because then I could just look straight ahead, and I could miss the bigger picture, maybe the more unpleasant picture. Maybe, of course, that would be better.
Just
Maybe
wait,
I would
would you
be
just shut
happier.
up?
Maybe
Shut
I'd
up.
be easier
Cut it
to
out.
be around.
Stop it. Stop being so contentious. Brooke, I'm trying to help you. Is this a sin?
Yes, it is. I don't want your help. Why is it so hard for you to understand that, Adam? I want you to get the hell away from me and leave me alone.
All right, you're right. If it hadn't been for me, you never would have been Woman of the Year.
Well, that's not a plus, believe me.
If I just stayed out of it, should have stayed right out of it. You'd still be stewing in your own anxieties. You're channeling your frustrations into your Stairmaster.
So what do you want? Credit for my resurrection? Well, thank you, wondrous healer. Wherever would I be without you? I mean, in less than 24 hours, I've gone from feeling like the Queen of the May to Queen of Mean. So whatever can I do to repay
That
you?
attack on your reputation is exactly what I'm talking about. You're hard enough on yourself. How dare they judge you? Self-righteous hypocrites. They don't want to help the situation. They just want to dump the blame.
Listen, they can dump and they can lay blame wherever they want. I take responsibility. I do, for my actions.
Ah.
Brooke English.
Hi, Brooke, honey. It's Opal.
Oh, hi, Opal. What can I do for you?
Well, you know those Siamese harpies, the ones that are joined at the lips, Enid and Marion? Well, they've been going around door to every member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Up to what, dare I ask?
Well, it seems they're trying to drum up a little anti-shelter powwow scheduled for this evening. I thought you ought to know.
Listen, I appreciate it, okay? And I'll be in touch.
Now what?
Well, it seems like there's going to be a community meeting tonight regarding closing the shelter.
Do I detect Enid and Marion's vicious claws in this?
Oh, yeah. You know what? They want to fight. They have come to the right place.
Good for you. Fight them with everything you got.
I am going to fight them, and I am going to win.
I don't doubt that for a minute. Just one question. You got room for one more on your side of the battlefield?
Now, why don't you two just find a big, fat rock and crawl under it? Thanks for coming.
You're scaring the customers.
Now, you should be ashamed of yourself, Palmer. It wasn't that long ago that you and me were down and out.
We may have been down, but we were never out.
When you lost Cortland Electronics, you didn't have two sticks to rub together.
That was a momentary lull in an otherwise brilliant business
It was
career.
only by the grace of God that you kept food on your table and a roof on your head.
We were never in any danger.
Well, not everyone is so lucky.
That's nothing to do with luck, you know. It's hard work. It's tenacity. It's how you go about everything. What are you doing?
Barr, come out here.
What you need, Opal?
Here. Take these buckets right out to the picnic table and put this one.
Free for the hungry? Have you lost your mind?
You bet. Come on. Come on, Harp, get going. What are you looking at? I say, take this and get some paper plates and napkins, utensils, condiments, all of it.
Better do what she says.
Beat it. There. Now, that wasn't so painful, was it?
That was $50 worth of chicken.
Well, it didn't cost us that
That's
much.
what we would have made.
Well, maybe we're charging too much, Lupo.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure. Let him eat chicken.
You old philanthropist, you.
She's going to drive us to the poorhouse yet.
Adam, this is not your fight.
Last night you told the world it was everybody's fight.
This is my shelter. It is my responsibility.
Your shelter. Did the funding for that shelter not come from our divorce settlement?
You know it did, and what about it?
My money funded
Every
the settlement.
penny of it was my money, and every penny was compensation for the mental and emotional anguish that I spent being your wife.
Ooh, you still angry about that? That was a lifetime ago.
Well, There are some things you never forget.
All right, very well. If you want to go to this meeting tonight and fight the Enid Nelsons of the world single-handedly, you just go right ahead. Could I please have permission to witness the debate from the back row?
It's a public meeting.
Then I'll be there.
You can suit yourself, but you might be disappointed. I made my speech last night. There's no more talking because now it's time for action.
Meeting tonight going to degenerate into a brawl?
Look, our opponents are getting a lot of mileage out of the accusation that the shelter is unsafe.
Mrs. O'Hare said it was unsafe. Laura was telling the truth. We saw that for ourselves.
The public's confidence is undermined as far as our management is concerned.
Justifiably so. The place is dangerous.
Adam, it is not working, granted, the way I had intended it to work.
Perhaps you were a bit naive when you funded the shelter.
I think that is an understatement. I had no idea how big this problem was, but now I do, and now I'm going to work on resolving it.
It's a little late to major in social work.
No, it's not. But that would take just a little bit too long, so I'm moving into Brooke English House as of tonight.
Move into the shelter? Are you out of your mind? Brooke, it's dangerous.
Adam, think of the publicity, because that's what I'm counting on. Positive publicity, and lots of it. I'm going to make sure that that shelter is the safe haven that I intended it to be. I'm going to make that goal, or I'm going to die trying.
Watch what you wish for.
I will personally guarantee that every person who needs a roof over their head can spend the night there in safety.
Brooke, think this through. What if something goes wrong? It could all backfire.
I don't have the time, Adam.
You're making a mistake here.
Alice, I'm taking a leave of absence. Effective